Irresistible Selling in my mind is for people who are high achieving and want to learn and do the work and then watch the results. And for me, even with my sales background, I do have a degree in marketing. I also have my MBA, and I worked in corporate sales, similar to you, for almost 10 years. I did a couple years of inside sales and then transitioned into outside sales for the remainder. And I thought I knew everything, and then you just rocked my world. And that's the testament to what you're teaching, because I've been through personal selling classes. I've been in the trenches and sold and been very successful in corporate sales as well. But just the nuances that the fine-tuned tweaks that you introduce, and you make it so easy. People don't have to even like selling to be able to connect and understand their clients and speak about themselves. You make it so easy. You've got the structure set up where you follow and learn this unit, and then we move on and we build another unit, and you've got your action and accountability calls. I think those are every other week where folks can ask questions. You've got the audio recording. I think, do you still do lifetime access to that?
I do.
I was doing it for a while. For the first few years, I would rerun through it at the beginning of the year as a refresher. Why not? I mentioned in the group today, the investment I made in you, I could have made it 10 times over, and I would still have seen ridiculous ROI, because the one thing that folks in this industry don't know how to do, they know how to do their craft very well. They're very gifted in that, but they don't necessarily know, how do I communicate that to somebody else to make them want it? And you teach that. And like you said, some of it's verbal, some of it's nonverbal, some of it's just, the way that you articulate with someone, or the way you, in an in-person meeting, engage with your hands or look them in the eye or whatever it might be. It's not always a verbal cue. It can be nonverbal too.
Well, that was great. You're hired.
Is that good? There's been several women in the group who have been through your course. Essentially, what your course allowed us to do is, as we raised our prices, and we still do to this day, we just made a big jump yesterday. And everybody who saw that vulnerable moment from me yesterday morning, where I mentioned we had lost a client, and I think we weren't expensive enough. And so we made a big jump today, and I've already been on a phone call and sent out the guide at the new pricing. And if she books, she books. If she doesn't, she's just not the client for us. But where I was going with that is, as we've made these price increases, and as we've up-leveled the type of client that we serve, and as we've just blown up our revenue and our profit and all of these other things that have enabled us to just really take care of our families and live a life that we've dreamed of, your program made the growing pains in doing that almost disappear, almost. And there are growing pains in that process. It's just a fact of life. But your program and what you teach has allowed those growing pains to be shorter, more minimal, and just almost erased.
Wow, that's amazing. And congratulations on your price increase. And that's like the millionth one since we
I know.
Met. The other thing that we do that is really valuable is that you get lifetime access to it, so that you can keep coming back, keep applying more of the strategies, because I know the more you apply, the faster you're going to get results, the quicker you can raise your fees, the bigger packages you can sell. And also you get invited to our Facebook group, and that has so much collective mind share and wisdom that, to me, that was sort of like the surprise bonus that I got. When I started this program 8 years ago, I didn't know what it would grow to. But when I've seen people stay in the group 5, 6, 7, 8 years and still come back because of
not quite that long, but like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's that I'm really proud of the family that we've built there, and how collaborative, how much of a safe space it is. And I love seeing people like you and Wendy and all of your mastermind partners continue to mastermind together, continue to talk with each other, and be like just
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because Amy Nichols Richards made a little comment in the questions today and said, I'm just thankful Maria brought us all together because our mastermind that we have and the friendships that we have came as a direct result. We were all in the same course with you at the same time, and you challenged us to, you challenged folks to form groups, and we teamed up. Some of us knew each other, some of us didn't, and now we are very tight. In fact, every Thursday we get on a Zoom call together for 2 hours and drink wine, and we call it our happy hour. And it's just we're all across the country, but that was born from you.